That was a bit of a bad timing there.
Pip, I'm trying to film noises. Not your noises. Good morning, welcome back to a new video. In this video we are working again with our little tractor, our two-wheel tractor or walk-by tractor, whatever you want to call it. And we are working on the attachment so we can cut some grass. I liked how it worked. It was probably a lot easier, but the difficult part was the steering was difficult because of the big gap between the wheels. And also the level, so it was way too high up in the air. We're gonna change that by putting the wheels right below me. So where I sit here, we're gonna put the wheels. So the pressure sits on the wheels and not on the connection, which has grinded out quite a lot because they're grinding together quite a lot and putting a lot of pressure on them. So I think if the wheels take my body weight and those wheels take the tractor's weight, the connection is just a link between the two and should be no problem. So let's get started by taking this wheelbarrow, flipping it upside down and attaching new wheel connections so we can see if that works a bit better. Hopefully it does. It seems like kind of like a good project. Otherwise we can still always use it just with walking, and this is just a fun project, but it still works really good like this, which is just a trailer, so you can fill it up with rocks, and then it still works like a dumping trailer, so you can still disconnect it, and it still works like a wheelbarrow. Well, the wheel makes it fall forward, so it's quite easy to drop it out if you fill it up with sand or something else. Still works pretty well, and I'm not doing the work, the machine is. So let's get started. This pipe is 10 centimeters, so you can go 10 centimeters deep in. Let's disconnect and flip it upside down. It's okay. it is working amazingly, much more better. Now I can turn super easily. It's just like a steering. It's very easy. But I want to adjust the turning signal, turning amount, how much you can turn. It's bunching into the pipe, but this pipe is really heavy metal, so it's really thick. So we could cut out some slices here, so these supports here can go into the pipe a bit more. So my turning circle is a lot harsher, so I can turn around a lot easier. Because now I need a huge circle just to turn around, and that's gonna make the cutting grass very painful. But other than that, it works really well. So yeah, cannot wait to try it out. Now that the grass cutter's on, we can try it out. It seems to work pretty good. I can steer it with my legs even, and my hands just help it, so it's like really easy to use. I did try to do the back gear to go backwards, but I feel like it just keeps driving. So sorry, I have my headphones on, so I'm screaming. I felt like it just kept driving with the clutch being pressed, so I don't know if the cutter is messing the gearbox up a bit, but it just kept going, so I don't know why it didn't work. I could try it again. Because it would be useful not to need to, you know, step it backwards, because it's actually not that easy at all. The only thing is that if it's a downhill, there's no brakes. I have not installed yet. I guess I need to install some just basic on rubber brake, like, you know, the rubber to rubber brakes that like go-karts have, or like those electric little ones that kids have. So I'm gonna install something basic just so I can stop and not roll down, because a lot of times on the hill I just keep going and there's no brakes. But that's not really important when you're going 2 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, and we don't have heels really.
Yeah, it's just another thing we need to do. But yeah, I would like to go with the gears backwards, so I don't need to mess around. I'm gonna try it now that we gonna try it. I'm gonna try to see if I can go backwards a bit.
Okay, and then cut.
Let's get started. we have relaxed. We ate our foodie, our midday food, and we are ready to do the insides of the fields. We still have quite a lot to do because we need to cut all the insides and under all the electric fences, but then after that it should be done, and then we just need to keep it that way by cutting it pretty often. And in this case it was grown so much that it was just, the wheels were spinning because they could not push the grass over. The grass was so strong it was not folding down for the cutter. The cutter was cutting no problem, but it was just too much work for the tractor to push. There's not enough grip for it to push through. But yeah, let's go and do the insides of the field. are done. It is end of the day. It actually took a lot longer than we expected because it's a lot of fence and we have to go twice, so an inside and outside. So we cut everything. We did a really good big gap, so it's perfectly fine. We could have just cut it once and then moved the electric fence in there, but it's much better to cut it from both sides because then you have to worry about it for a while because it does grow and fall on, so you want quite a wide space of cutting. And it wasn't a problem. I'm just sitting here. The work to steer is pretty minimal, but yeah, this thing works really well. There is some things I need to do, such as I need 2 pillows because this one is not enough. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and we're gonna see in the next one. This thing is working amazingly. We need to go rest now.
Yeah, I'm getting bitten everywhere.
Yeah.